left? Who's left now? Johnson and Johnson, you haven't spoken. Deborah, you haven't spoken on economy. Norway, you haven't spoken on economy. Uh, Singapore, you haven't spoken on economy, right? So Singapore followed by, I would like to see more chits. I would like to see more people speaking on economy.
Point of parliamentary inquiry.
Yeah.
So now we have to send the chits on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, राशि बता दे यार.
Okay, thanks.
To the reporter.
हाँ तो ठीक है. Singapore followed by South Korea. Okay.
So can I start?
Yeah.
So in this situation of a worldwide pandemic, economy has been a major issue. So to tackle this issue, the main thing is that the countries need to be self-reliant so that the revenue stays and flows inside the country only. Second of all, some small countries, like some countries in Europe, have done that. The government has told that they will pay the startup owners, but they are told that they should not shut down those businesses so that they could run in future. So some small countries with which are developed can take those preventives, and also in countries such as India or Nepal, where we have a system of temple donations. There where there are a lot of donations in temple, we can use that revenue to fund some necessities in this pandemic.
Okay. Yeah, there was USA also in the morning. Where did USA go?
She didn't join in the second.
They were Netherlands too.
Yes.
Let me check with USA once.
नहीं मतलब अब क्या check? She did not even join in second session only.
अच्छा, okay.
हाँ. एक second. So Singapore, you talked about temple donations, but in what context? Does your country have like a very active system of temple donations?
So I actually talked about countries like India and Nepal, where like Hinduism is followed. So there are temple donations in a large amount. So those revenues can be used, because most of that, I won't say all of that, but most of that remains unused. That's where those can be used.
Okay. You want to speak more? I think you only spoke for about 20 seconds. Not even that, 15 seconds.
So how much seconds?
15, 20 seconds. You want to speak more?
No,
You
sir.
want to speak more?
Point of information.
Yeah, go ahead, India.
As you said, for the temple that they can collaborate by their Queen's Gold Reserve, I need to ask that in our country, we can only use that reserve only when the temples allow, as it guaranteed by the basic right of basic fundamental rights, and the government cannot interfere in that matter.
I was not clear about what you said. Can you repeat?
I just said that you had said about the temple's donation. I want to make the point clear that in India, the fundamental right is guaranteed, and according to which the gold reserves of the temple would only be used when the temples allow, and the government can interfere in that matter.
Of course, if that's the law, then government can approach to those people of temples and make them understand about the situation, for sure, if that's the
Point
law.
of information.
Point of information.
Slovenia followed by Pfizer.
Information.
Okay,
Followed by Italy.
Singapore, I want to ask, who said that the temples commissions should be used. But what if the government doesn't allow the temples, the religious places, to be opened?
So, for sure, I'm not talking about, of course, they are not open, religious places are not open. I am talking about the donations which are already there in the temples. Of course, it is not now open, and of course, that's a very small step on that. It's not that it is gonna help a lot, but it can, of course, help a little bit to the government.
Perfect. We can even find it together, and the production process can also be taken out similarly. Right now, if we talk, Pfizer is with BioNTech company, which is a German company. They both are working on mRNA coronavirus vaccine.
Okay.
If we talk about the facts.
Okay. Next, any points of information on this point? Any amendments? Okay, then you move on to the second point. Yeah, what does this? Please read it out.
Face masks and PPE kits reserved only for hospital officials and those of the general public who step outside their homes to buy daily items. This basically means that the ones who are working outside and are leaving their homes, they should only wear the masks and the PPE kits as the coronavirus pandemic has gone airborne. So to protect them would be our first priority. Whereas the ones who remain at home, like children who do not go outside, they could be inside the home without the use of any masks.
Okay, but PPE kits are in general reserved for those people only, and also people in the general public who buy these PPE kits because they want that extra layer of protection. So by this point, what you mean is that you will only give out PPE kits to general public who step outside of their house to buy daily items, right?
Yes.
So who will you not give it to? This is practically all the population, because everyone except for a few, everyone steps out to buy daily household items from their house. There's no one who's staying at home all the time.
But it is not necessary. Like there are three people in the house. Only one of them should move out of the house every time if there is something important. If they have to buy some essential commodities, only one of them should go.
Your amendment doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say that. It says that your directive doesn't say that. It says that only for people who step out of their house. So it can be like you haven't mentioned that we'll restrict the number of PPE kits to one. You haven't mentioned that. So multiple members of the house who step out of their house can buy the PPE kit. Right? Any other points of information on this directive? Any amendments? Okay, then we move on to the third point. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Lockdown. So you mentioned lockdown for people who are allowed to leave their home for daily necessities. How long will these lockdowns last? And you are suggesting these lockdowns to all the countries of the world or specific countries of the world? Please let us know.
Yes, so sir, in the end of the directive, we've mentioned that countries can choose these solutions. It's up to their discretion. So people who want to extend lockdowns for a long period of time can do that. People who want a lockdown
Yeah.
for a short period of time could do that.
What is the minimum number of days you will want a lockdown in the country?
At this
20
point of
days.
time, it should be at least 20 to 21 days.
It should have been mentioned, no? Lockdown is a very arbitrary measure.
But sir, we've also mentioned below that it's up to the country's discretion. So it should.
Yeah,
So it's up to.
but if a country decides to lock down their country because the guidelines are so vague, if they decide to lock down only for 7 days, that will not help with the coronavirus situation. You are saying minimum 20 days is required for any sort of impact. So if your directives will remain this vague, then how will countries know that for how many days do they need to lock down?
But sir, at the same time, countries know about their health situations, and they would take sensible measures to ensure that the coronavirus cases don't spread. For example, India, nobody told them to impose a lockdown, but they themselves knew that they had to impose a 21-day lockdown. So similarly, I think each and every country heads are sensible enough to know how long they should impose a lockdown for. We didn't want to make our directives seem too restricting or too uh, too specific for some other countries' needs. We wanted to make them.
How providing a lower ceiling of number of days make your directives restrictive? So you're saying if you'll provide a lower ceiling, if you'll provide the minimum number of days a lockdown should be there, you're saying it will be restricting. So by that you mean that if a country wants to lock down for lesser number of days, they can do it. But at the same time, you acknowledge the fact that a lockdown for less than 21 days will have no impact.
But sir, it also depends upon the what is the what मतलब क्या चल क्या रहा है वहाँ पर हाल क्या है वहाँ पर. It also depends on the fact that on that factor.
I understand that. I understand. You know, you want to the situation of the country. If lockdown depends on the situation of the country, it all depends upon if they want to extend the lockdown, they can. But what I'm asking is, how would have provide how if you had provided a minimum number of days for a lockdown, how would it have restricted any country in any way, and how it would have had any negative impact?
So if we have provided any minimum number of days for lockdown, and if the country had recovered in 7 days, we had provided a minimum number of days of 21 days. So then the country would be suffering a 14 days of lockdown, obviously.
So let's take the case of Slovenia itself. It's the only European country which has managed to bring the cases down to 7. So if we impose a number, say 20 to 21 days of lockdown, the public would be wasting their time staying in their homes, and the country would be going through an economic slump. Instead,
Yes.
Slovenia can impose a lockdown whenever they want. For example, they had a rise in cases to say 10, so they can impose a lockdown of say 7 days, and then they can later open it as per their own
Extend
will.
also if required.
Because each and every country has seen a lot of economical damage, and more imposing more than need of lockdown, it will also lead to further economical damage.
So I hope we answered your question.
Yes, you did.